Alright, back. Let's continue this. Foolish point. There must be like there's an invisible wall here. Interesting. Exactly here, like an invisible column. Did someone remove an item or something here? Alright. Forsaken Sith Lord. Let's give the Sith Lord something to burn. Oh. I guess my companions already took care of the others. The Sith Lord is angry at me because I'm finally doing damage, I hope. That looks not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. Looted. Secure the throne room. Oh, this can't be good. So that means we're gonna meet the Darth. Ready. Oh, E-beams on ice. Hello, sorry. I didn't see you there. How's it going? Did you come in during the break? Nice name, by the way. Sehr schön. There's a tiny
We meet again, mercenary.
Oh, I think we're boss fighting the boss if we're unfortunate.
Welcome to my throne room. So much history. So many glory days that slipped away from us. The Emperor is dead. Long live the new Emperor.
I respect your perseverance, Malgus, but not your claim to power.
You're not as foolish as you look. The Empire is withering away. Soon it will be obliterated by decadence and antiquated ideals. Yet still you struggle to keep it from healing, don't you see? Our survival demands a new empire, tempered by alien alliances and strengthened by tolerance.
The galaxy's full of independent contractors looking for a side, but your revolution's just encouraging their disrespect.
You are perceptive, but still you have much to learn. My stealth armada will destroy your fleet, and I will destroy you.
Warning. Critical explosions detected on the foundry level. Generators manually overloaded by user ID Arcus Woad.
Enough.
Emergency warning. Power core overrides engaged. Self-destruct initiated.
What you're doing ain't right.
Their deaths will be on your hands. The blast will wipe out your fleet, and only I can deactivate the destruction cycle. Die, or defeat me. Either way, the Empire is reborn.
yeah. Tiny bounty
For the
hunter
new empire.
fighting Darth Malgus. This doesn't look too good. Oh. Please.
I hear the Grand Moff is calling me Malgus the Betrayer. Tell me, did my deception sting?
This may take a little while. Oh, I'm stunned and apparently I can't
Enough games.
unstun myself.
I haven't enjoyed myself this much since the sacking of Coruscant.
Hello? Okay. No idea if there's any special mechanic here. Seems like you came in while I was taking a break. Yeah. I had to. It was a 4-hour stream, and usually a 5-hour stream, and usually I finish after 4.
Feel an Emperor's wrath.
No, the Emperor's Wrath is a different guy.
Impressive, but it won't be enough.
I think they have some sort of standard trigger and action when the health hits 50% and 25%. Because like that, what we've been seeing all day is like Malgus, I think we just hit 50% when he did that voice line. Oh, we need okay.
I should have killed you on Ilum when I had the chance.
Or maybe it's just every 10 seconds in his case, I'm not sure. Wah ha ha ha. Well, I guess this area I liked better than the others, because like if he throws me off down there, I'm dead. Get our special gun going.
Your fleet is doomed, and with it, the old empire.
Shall see. Oh, my shield has come back on. Have we really been fighting that long already?
Just had to put my mind to it.
Whew, you got him.
Thus the false emperor is dethroned. I won't let you join Malgus in death. Hurry to the
Secondary
hangars. I'm
systems
coming for
failure.
you.
Core power levels critical. Warning. Estimated blast radius
Okay.
1.92 kilometers.
Where are we
Minimum
going
safe
here?
distance 2.4 kilometers. Reactor overload. Primary systems failing. Meltdown imminent.
Okay, and where are the hangars? No idea where I'm supposed to go now. I guess we could just exit area here. I guess we got the rewards. But I wonder if there's like an official... I guess we're done. Okay, let's exit area then. It said return to Grandma Frigas, so I guess, yeah, that means, okay. I'm a bit, like, no big criticism. This was fun and things like that, but, this was, this is always kind of, this would be a small thing to change in this game, to just have an official exit somewhere nearby and mark it. I mean, I guess I understand that people don't want to run into the, you know, halfway across the ship again and get to the hangar. But, it would be kind of nice if there was at least an official objective, or it would say, hey, you can do this or this. It just feels more real. But it's okay, I mean, it's a game.
Join us, Hunter. Celebrations are in order.
Enjoy this. The imps don't grovel often.
Malgus the Betrayer is dead. You have destroyed the false Emperor.
General Hesker provided invaluable support in the fight against Malgus.
You are too kind.
General Hesker, your service to the Empire is flawless, as always. What news from the battlefield?
Our fleet suffered casualties, but the survivors escaped the station's blast. The Reclamation Service already scours the wreckage.
Excellent. Contrary to Malgus's claims, the Empire is stronger than ever. Meanwhile, the traitor's flock is abandoning the flaming ruins of his heretical revolution.
If you want to avoid another rift, you may want to consider some of Malgus's ideas.
The Dark Council has noted the traitor's creed. We shall discuss them elsewhere.
We were in a grave place. Intelligence disbanded, much of the Dark Council slain, and the children of the Emperor defeated. But a new age is upon us.
Already our strength rallies after the fall of Darth Malgus.
The Empire will rise again, and we will always remember the Hunter who secured our victory.
This is actually a cool tie-in moment. That they say, oh, the Imperial intelligence disbanded, because if you play as an Imperial agent, that's actually, I think, the end of your story, your class story, is actually like, oh, this has been disbanded, you just got out with, I don't know, without being killed or something? I don't remember details, doesn't matter, I don't want to spoil stuff. But, yeah, so it's kind of cool that people come in and get these two class stories connecting in spots and getting one story referring to events in the other. Alright, let's see. This is rating 200 bolt blaster. Yeah, it's finally our improved one. Okay, good. Finally we got the gun. Because the gun we had earlier wasn't that good. Oh, and we got a new helmet. That's also rating 200. Nice. Let's get the crafting materials out of the inventory. A statue of the Emperor. Oh, I should have probably previewed that. I guess we could check how our stronghold looks and if how the statue looks. Bolt blaster's helmet. Oh, we have that twice. And the body armor as well. Okay, that's interesting. Anything else? I think this is stuff we wanted to throw out. More crafting materials. In Arakid Industries. Oh, I think this is a cool... This is kind of a cool helmet. Like, if you're going for either, like, some people build droid characters. There's actually, like, cyborg arms and legs and things like that that you can get somewhere. I think they're occasionally available on the cartel market. But, so they're basically, like, arms or also armor pieces that make it look as if there's a hole in your character's body and there's just some support struts or whatever. So you can kind of, if you use like a helmet like this that kind of looks like a droid face, you see how open that is, and some other things like that, you can make it as if your character is actually a droid. You still have to play like one of the standard classes, but it's kind of cool for roleplay things. I guess we'll keep this one as well. That's the old one. We can't even use that. Okay. Whoa, so that was actually good. And it's getting 30 minutes to midnight here, so I guess this is where we'll call it a day. I'll do a little mopping up so that people who came in after the break, that was just like, I wanted to finish it in one go, but nature had different ideas. So, is there no vendor here? Ah, there's one over there. Oh, did I unlock this one? Let's just click it anyway. Okay.
I accept all forms of currency.
You cannot sell this damaged item. Okay. Minus 188 credits. Okay. Okay. The old blaster was so damaged that it would have cost us something.
Thank you for your patronage.
To repair it. Nobody would have taken it. Okay, good. Does Mako? No, she doesn't want anything from us right now. Oh, and now we're actually at the start of Rise of the Hutt Cartel. You know what? Let's go to our ship and do the start of Rise of the Hutt Cartel. That's the first Star Wars: The Old Republic expansion. And see if that ends the story in any way. But I guess we are at the end then. Of the class story.
Hail to the Emperor! More importantly, hail to you, Master!
Okay, sure. Oh wait, did we repair? Yeah, we did repair. Okay. Let's just have a quick peek at the mission console. So here is where you can start certain quest lines. So I guess I could start Fallen Empire now. Although I think I might be slightly low level. I'm not reading this out loud because it's technically a spoiler for the upcoming quest. But it doesn't seem to say anything about level. Okay, let's do the Rise of the Hutt Cartel. Oh, that's the, it says mission console. Huh. Okay, so it actually wants me to start Rise of the Hutt Cartel then. Here, Countdown to Doomsday is Rise of the Hutt Cartel. Okay, so what comes next after class stories? The expansions. So that's so every character plays the same ones, and that's like the first 3 chapters are the class story, and now it says chapter 4, Rise of the Hutt Cartel. So and that's the first expansion, and then there was Shadow of Revan, the second expansion, and or is this one? I guess the Dread War comes before. That, and then Shadow of Revan, and then comes Fallen Empire, and after Fallen Empire comes Eternal Throne. I think. Somehow I thought it was the other way around. But anyway. So those are all expansions that they released over the years. So if you are a free-to-play player, this is where the story stops for you. And I think it tells you, hey, if you subscribe, you get the expansions. Otherwise, you're stuck. This is where it ends. Which I think is a fair deal. This was a good chunk of story. Also, keep in mind, the expansions, if you subscribe for 1 month after you finish the class story as a free-to-play player, then you unlock all the expansions that have been released until then, and then you can play them, as far as I remember. Don't like take this as gospel, because like I'm just a person who says something from memory. I might be mixing that up with Elder Scrolls Online, but I think that's how it goes. That I know that you at least like if you subscribe, it lets you start an expansion, and if you then unsubscribe at the end of the month, you can still continue playing. So I know that for sure, but again, I'm not affiliated with Star Wars: The Old Republic or anything, so this is not a legally binding agreement. I'm just a rando on the internet telling you things that they think are right. But yeah, that's basically. But that means you can at least play the expansions that have been released. But I think you unlock them, so that means subscribe for 1 month and you can keep playing them at the reduced experience rate that you get as a free-to-play player. But you know what? Let's accept this so we have a little bit and just see what happens. We have finished our class story. Oh, that's mean.
the Mandalorian. Good. Darth Tormund credits you with the execution of the Supreme Chancellor. I am Darth Mar of the Dark Council. I would retain your services.
By the way, I forgot to mention, Darth Malgus, the first trailer to Star Wars The Old Republic had Darth Malgus in it. So he was like the big Sith that you saw in there. And I mean that, makes sense. If you look at him, he kind of looks Darth Vader-ish. So, like this was what they wanted to show you in the first Star Wars The Old Republic trailer. There were like a few Jedi interacting. There was it was something set in the past, basically. So like, I don't know, 10 years or something before the game, or maybe 20. So you meet some of the characters again. And a bunch of these characters have shown up in the game after a while. And some of them even, which I find interesting, were in like the third expansion. So I don't know if that was just like we did the trailers with interesting looking characters, they just made up kind of as a story, like this is what your characters could be like. Because like, of course, there's kind of a smuggler in there. There is a bunch of Sith in there and things like that. So it makes sense if that was just the general thing. But basically, most of these characters showed up in-game later. And they're not, I think most of them are not explicitly named. But yeah, so, and so Darth Malgus was one of them. And Darth Mar is kind of new in comparison. I guess that's also like the class story was made, and basically most characters were just standard character creator characters. And now that they'd made the base game, they went, okay, now for the expansions we can actually put in characters with a more special look, and more characters like for the main antagonists and also the main quest givers, I guess. And so that's why Darth Mar looks, kind of has its own special armor. I guess he doesn't, like, compared to Darth Malgus, that's about the same. But, like, you don't have that many in the base game that look special. And even in a little later, in the first expansion, you kind of get characters that are still mostly character creator, but they kind of then switch some of these characters over to a special design. That also makes it occasionally a bit weird, because that means you get certain characters as companions, and there's like, they have an appearance customization that is the new design. So the thing is, they did a few companions, like of the new expansion companions, like later expansions add some companions that that just had a fixed look, a fixed model, and then people went like, well, but I want to put different armor on that character or something. I want to make them look more fitting to my Sith, to my dark side or light side Sith or whatever. Or, like I want my companion to walk around next to me half naked, or whatever people do, So, and that change, and so there were a few changes there where, like, okay, now the characters look better, but then, you can't really customize them that way. And then they did it like they use, like, if you take the customization away, then they turned it into a customization. And if you take the customization away, they look like the original character creator version from like the first expansion. And people were then annoyed. Well, I want, of course, the new face, the new hair. I don't want this cheap character created model of them. And so there was a bit of a back and forth, and so sometimes you will see some weird character things there.
I got used to dealing with Tormund. Why isn't he placing this call?
He represents his own ambitions. I represent the needs of the Empire. Put aside your contracts hunting smugglers and thieves. A more pressing situation has arisen. We will rendezvous in the McKebb system on the edge of hot space. No one must know. Take any precautions required for secrecy.
All right, the McKebb system. But no promises, Mar.
I expect none.
There's some point in the storyline where you like temporarily got Mar as a companion, or what was it? Or maybe it was just a glitch, I don't remember. Like, there was a point where people actually managed to see Mar without his mask. Oh, it's actually teleporting me to the new place. Okay, that works. And, you know, they had not intended for him to be seen without his mask. So he had a, like, really boring plain face and hairstyle or something. And, so, like, some websites will show that as
so
his
quiet here. I'm
canon
picking up
face.
next to nothing on my link. What I do get is so heavily encrypted, I think I gained 10 kilos.
Artifice crafting trainer. Oh, I think this was probably the level 50 starting point or something in the game. And that's why there's all these guys, so that you could buy a character level boosted to level 50 already, and you would get like a quick tutorial, and you would get you could get all the crafting training and things like that.
The Minister of Logistics is making sure the war effort is well supplied. For the Empire.
Okay, I guess we're supposed to talk to you. Oh look, another player. That's pretty much... Is that Darth Mar armor or something?
Darth Mar sent for me. Has he arrived?
He is on his way. Please follow me.
This droid has such an interesting face, because like from the side, like from the front it looks kind of like teeth and weird eyes, but from the side it completely decomposes.
Shuttle Veliginous en route to Docking Bay 8. Non-essential personnel must clear the area.
Tell no one of this meeting, Hunter. You are about to hear a truth that very few are aware of. The Empire is losing this war. Barring the unexpected or the miraculous, our total defeat will occur within the year.
You know what? We're over in time, and this is the start of a new story. And this is actually the last point at which I can cancel out, so that next stream we can hopefully continue this. That said, I did mention, so I'm pretty sure we're done now, and it looks like Mako has nothing to say to us, so I'll escape out of here. Yeah, Mako still has nothing to say to us, so I guess she's... that romance was done. But this was kind of a nice ending, and at least we finished the class story properly here. So I think I'll just leave this here, and whenever we continue, we continue. I say that because, as I mentioned at the start of the stream, there's a bunch of games I have backlogged that I still want to play. There will be no romance stuff in the next 2 expansions. So Fallen Empire, I think it's Fallen Empire, right? That was the first one. Anyway, then Eternal Throne after that? I don't know, like whatever was the first one. So yeah, so I'm still considering whether I should just skip these 2 expansions or whether I'll go, hey, let's make this a full playthrough. But maybe I'll mark the episodes specially on, like, because they're Mandalorian story, but they're not Mako romance anymore. We'll see. And depending on, yeah, because, yeah, I think next week, yeah, some new games release next week as well, and so I might decide, after trying them out a little bit and seeing how they go, to switch to a new game for a while, because this is a variety channel, so I play many different games, mostly story games, a little bit of building games like Satisfactory as well. And we've played this for quite a while, so this might be a good point where, hey, class story's over, and then we'll see. On the other hand, if that game, if I don't feel I can stream this game or whatever, or if I just feel in a very Star Warsy mood, we might continue this next weekend. Or if I find that I'm feeling like expanding my stream times, I might even go and maybe add a few more streams during the week, but I'll have to see. Like, I wanted to do that a couple of times and then always found, like, yeah, after work or before work, I just don't have the time and I'm too exhausted to actually do that stuff. Also, especially next week, there will be some things going on at work that might be in the way of streaming during weekdays anyway, because I might have to go somewhere in the evenings. But we'll see. Like, look at that face. Like, from the front, it's a smiley, basically. And from the side, it's just completely different. It's a cool design, you know. It like still, it's a face looking at you, but it's also completely alien and robotic. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted there. Anyway, so let's push this button. So we play Star Wars. We played Star Wars The Old Republic so far. We always play Sundays at 5 p.m. Central European Summer Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I hope one of those time zones means something to you and you can translate that into your time zone. That's basically, well, it's almost midnight. So that means 7 hours ago? Can that be? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 7 hours streaming. What? Okay, yeah. So about 7 hours ago is where we usually started. And you can tell it's late for me. Yeah. We'll see what we do next week. We have a Discord, I think. I had a command for that. Maybe not that. I guess I don't have a command. But anyway, if you look in the About section under this stream, at least on desktop, that should be fairly easy to call up by clicking on my name, on the channel name. Then, yeah, you can... yeah, you can read there, find the links for Discord there, and in Discord I'll announce once I have decided what we play in the next stream. I'm definitely planning to do a stream next Sunday, so don't worry if the rest of the week there is nothing. Like, I will post it a little ahead of the stream. Anyway, enough and too much talking. I hope I'll see you again next time, even despite all this rambling on. Oh, thanks for the Discord link, Ada. Have a great week. I hope whatever you try to do goes well. If you're trying to relax or go on a vacation, then I hope it will be relaxing and fun, or whatever exciting, whatever you want. If it's work, then I hope it will go off well and it'll better the world, maybe even. And if not, then at least, you know, bring you the money to keep yourself living, or just be fun, which is also something that you always wish for when you go to work, even though you might not always get it. Let's see if we can... turn this guy a little... Okay. Anyway, I forgot that, like this. I'm never gonna... Okay. This might go. This might work. Okay, yeah, thank you for being here. Hopefully see you next week. And we will be streaming something. It might be more Star Wars, The Old Republic. It might be some other Star Wars game that is rotting on my hard disk. It might be a point-and-click adventure. It might be another Myst game. We've played so much. It might be a building game. I will decide when I get my head around it. And now the last thing we should do is probably raid someone. So let me have a quick look who is still online. Let's see. Nothing Star Warsy from the look of it. But since it's so late, let's raid someone I don't get to raid much. I'll have to mute the game for this, because otherwise I'll hear myself. Alright. So, there is a streamer named Hekime. She's a Swedish streamer who does also variety and a lot of fun stuff. And she streams very late. So her stream is basically just starting. So if you want to keep going, that's it. Otherwise, if you're looking for the drops, you'll have to find some other Star Wars, The Old Republic player on your own right now, sadly. Of the ones I usually watch, none are online anymore. But otherwise, the drops should still be live next week. So if I play Star Wars The Old Republic next week, you can finish it then. But otherwise, it's definitely still on for the week. Anyway, thanks for being here. It was great to have all of you. Please come along, say hi to Heki. She has a very wholesome stream. She's a very silly, creative, and funny person, and plays a lot of different games. And yeah, she's just a great person to be around. So hopefully see you there. If you can't stay there, leave a follow or something so you can come back another time. Or just check it out and keep watching or something. See you. Bye-bye.